Hey, I'm Sam.
And I'm Miguel, and this is the Didn't Anyone Mention podcast.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back. What do you got for me today?
I guess, yeah.
Well, this week we got our business cards, so ooh, that's super cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
They are awesome. We're gonna hand them out. I guess not hand them out. Place them out in places around the area, coffee shops, hopefully like library, laundromats, all that fun stuff.
Yeah,
So
all the weird places. So if you find one, just tag us in an Instagram post.
Say like, "Oh, we found you," or share with a friend. But on the front we have like just super simple picture taken by yours truly, and we have just like, it's just Didn't Anyone Mention podcast. If you guys follow our Instagram, you saw them. On the back it has a QR code, and hopefully you guys have checked out our link tree because or sent it to other people. It's on our Instagram.
Yeah.
But that's super exciting. We got a lot of stuff done. What was it, last week when we had a holiday? I don't know. We had a day off with a holiday that was in January, not the 1st.
No idea.
What day was it?
MLK Day.
Was it MLK Day?
I have no idea.
I think it was. I think you're right. Because I think next one is President's Day. So, yeah. We had a lot of stuff done. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do we got today?
We have great stuff, Have you ever, speaking of holidays, have you ever thought about where all these holidays come from?
I guess I haven't.
You haven't?
I just thought they were like, I don't know, like 4th of July makes sense to me.
Easily.
Right?
Okay,
That makes sense to
give
me.
me another one.
Christmas?
Easy.
That makes sense if you're religious, right? But then it became such a big thing because,
people made a lot of money
the
off
Crusades,
of Christmas.
am I right?
I mean, people made a lot of money off of Christmas, so...
Yeah.
I bet that's the most...
Easter? No fucking sense.
No, but I like Easter because I get ribs pretty much every single time, so...
I mean,
I get some
valid.
good ribs, so...
There are some other weird holidays.
What is some President's Day, MLK Day, like those
Yeah.
are random holidays.
Yeah.
But Valentine's Day is coming up, so you lucky gals and ladies, if you didn't remember, here's your reminder.
And men.
Valentine's Day, I think it's on a Wednesday this year, completely random.
Is it a Wednesday? That's like the worst day it could be.
It is the most unsexual day of the year, Wednesday.
I got to agree. Yeah. Wednesday is the least sexy day of the year. Or the week.
Let's say the week.
Yeah, Wednesday is the least sexy day of the week. Thursday, I get it. Tuesday, I get it. Monday, it's pretty sexy.
I mean, Monday, that's like some A1, because Monday's a busy day.
But Friday, that's definitely a sexy day. Wednesday, it's kind of like an ugly cousin.
That is like the most bottom peak of the sexy week.
The bottom peak. That's all right. It's the bottom peak.
But, it's Valentine's Day, so I guess we got one good Wednesday in the mix this year.
Yeah.
Where the heck did that come from? Do you know?
Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Wasn't Saint Valentine?
There is a Saint Valentine, but this is what I'm gonna tell you. I went on a rabbit hole. Was like, where did Valentine's? No. I was like, where did Valentine's Day come from?
Yeah.
The oldest thing I should say that I found, like that was found, was the most interesting. So I kind of stopped there.
Okay.
So I guess we're not really going to go into Valentine's Day, but we're going to go into some nice Roman mythology.
Oh God, the Romans. Bro, they fucked everything and everything.
You want to bet? But
I don't
anyways.
If I bet, I know I'd win.
Oh my gosh. Somebody at work today tried to bet me, and I was right, and I should have bet them actual money. That would have been great.
What would they bet?
I can't tell. I can't say it out loud.
Oh, you can't say it out loud.
Yeah. I just, I'm too good of a person.
You're too good of a person?
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
And that's a fucking lie.
But just fun fact, you know, okay, I want you to just give a random guess on how much is spent on jewelry for Valentine's Day.
Okay. And this is a worldwide holiday?
Okay, so also I'm going to say this is based off of 2012. This was just the article I had read, and I was like, no way, 2012, this is the numbers.
The year of destruction, 2012?
Heck yeah, dude, we were still in high school.
Oh my god, we were.
So, can you imagine what it is now? I was going to look it up, but...
Okay, 2012, jewelry. So what's jewelry run about? I would say like maybe $500 to $1,000 a pop. Hold on.
No, this is an average spent for the whole thing. So like...
I know, I'm saying...
Big added all together.
I'm trying to imagine my mind. I'm going to go with 2.7 billion.
4.1 billion.
Dang.
$4.1 billion is spent on jewelry for Valentine's Day.
Just jewelry? Dang.
Just jewelry. I can't say
that's a big day.
I can't say that you've given me a jewelry on Valentine's Day.
Oh no, I'm broke, baby.
Because I'm not a big jewelry person, and Miguel would know that. Besides my wedding ring, which I will always wear my wedding ring, I did wear a silicone one when I was pregnant because, man, that fluctuation of your finger size is real.
Yeah.
But I sometimes wear earrings, but besides that, unless it's a special occasion, I really never wear jewelry. And I'll just tell you right now, most women don't.
I'm also going to tell you
I'm
right
also
now.
going to tell you, hard jewelry ain't it.
That was news to me.
What?
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
No.
Do not get your girl hard jewelry.
I thought women loved heart jewelry.
No!
And then it was Modern Family that showed me, I love my heart jewelry. And then it was Phil and Claire. And then you were like, yes, that's it. And it ended up that women don't like heart-shaped jewelry.
They don't.
News to me.
Don't get me wrong. I think it's a nice gesture. A woman, if they ever get anything, 9.9% of times, will always say yes. They'll be like, oh my god, this is beautiful. This is great. I love it. But you want to give them something that's going to be simple and able to wear at all times.
Wait, hold on. How many of those times have been my 9.9 times that you've just been
You've only given me, I think, one heart-shaped thing.
I've definitely given you a couple.
Oh, well, they might be in the back of my drawer somewhere.
Exactly. Okay.
I'm sorry. Sorry to tell you this.
Okay.
But
there was something else
10 years in, I'll tell you now.
There was something I was going to bring up.
You're going to bring up for Valentine's Day? Well, here, I'll tell you also.
Forgot. It was something to do with jewelry.
Jewelry. I don't know. Also, know if your girl is a gold girl or a silver girl.
Oh, I
can
tell you right now if they're a gold or silver girl.
Yeah, or rose gold.
Skin color.
That's actually a whole thing right now. I've been seeing a lot of people, they get like color tested to see like cool colors or warm colors are good with their skin tone.
Easy.
But
just off the top here, I might get some hate for this. Brown girls look very good with gold. White girls really good with silver.
What about me? You said I look nice with rose gold. What are you trying to tell me?
You're in the that's rose gold, right?
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle. You know, you're in the middle of the spectrum.
Everybody.
You can't go wrong with rose gold.
If anybody hasn't seen my wedding ring, it's a pear shape with just rose gold.
I doubt they would have seen your wedding ring.
Well, unless they got me on social media or something. But I don't even know if I have it on there. Either way, it's a pear-shaped ring with rose gold, and I get so many compliments on it. Rose gold, everybody, like, some people are like, oh my gosh, is that rose gold?
Yeah, she does.
I'm like, rose gold is the new gold.
Is it?
Bougie.
Also, in case you didn't know, gold and silver is the new way to save your money. Instead of these stocks bullshit... gold and silver is going to hold its value after the stock market.
Are you an old fart? No,
I am. Anyways, since we're talking about rings, my ring has a band of whiskey barrel.
It does, and it is made of tungsten. Yeah.
And I couldn't wear it for 3 years. Or no,
yeah.
How long have we been married? 2 years? 3 years? How long have we
I
been
think
married?
it's 3 years this year.
I think we're going on 3 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to wear it for 2.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was in HVAC. And so I wore a silicone ring, and now I can wear it again.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I can punch somebody right in their teeth. They could just punch. Anyways,
enough about the jewelry industry. I mean, how much would you spend on a date on Valentine's Day?
oh God, you're asking the wrong guy.
Because
Okay, hold on. Let's set this up. What kind of date we talking?
Valentine's
Successful
Day.
ending?
No. This
You know
is
what I'm saying?
okay. So I'm gonna tell you how much people spend on their dates as a
God.
whole. This is as of 2012.
Don't tell me the number yet.
Okay, but you tell me how much you would spend. First date, you're like, or not even first date. Just say like, you know what, girl, let's go on Valentine's Day. Let's do this thing.
Okay, is this a first time date?
No,
or
it could be whatever you want.
Alright, like you or my other girlfriend date?
Also,
I'm gonna go with other girlfriend date.
okay.
Okay. I'm gonna take her to someplace nice. Like Applebee's. I'm just kidding. Okay, maybe the Fork in downtown Boise. That'd be nice.
Brick 29.
Brick 29, right?
Yeah.
We'll probably spend about $70-$80. I'll say $80.
With a tip or without?
That's a good question.
That's without, huh?
Without a tip. So I'm gonna go up to $100.
Okay.
I already don't like that. Okay, just flat out don't like that
And
already.
then she's like, let's go get a drink.
Let's go get a drink, and then it's probably gonna be another $100. So $200. I would say absolute most. Ain't no way I'm spending more than $250.
Yeah, because you gotta get Uber back home, right?
Oh
Because
my
you
God.
drank your sorries away.
I'm walking. At
You're
that point.
walking.
I'll spend $249 and I'm walking.
$3.5 billion is spent on their people's dates. So this is like
Whoa.
this is all together. People spend, everybody who have spent money on their dates is $3.5 billion.
Okay, so how much does that equate per person?
I don't know. It didn't say how many people had taken that survey.
We're gonna do the math real quick because I have to know. All right, we'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, we're back, and I looked it up, and what'd you say it was 3.5 billion spent on dates? Mm-hmm. There's 331 million Americans. That averages out to $10.50.
Which is not as bad as I thought it would be.
No,
but that's still $10 per person. That's
so we'll split that in half.
That's minors. That's adults. That's everybody.
That's everybody. So if you really want to,
Senior
about
citizens.
$20 if every man pays.
Max.
No,
minimum. Because you got minors, you got seniors, you got everybody in between.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
So it's not as crazy as I thought, but I would say
That's a lot of money.
that is, yes.
2012 too.
2012?
That's like 12 years ago.
Inflation. That's probably gone to, I don't know, $40.
Yeah, that's crazy. The average for I literally had it is $126. It's $126.
You had it?
I totally forgot. It's for how many people did the survey? The average was $126 per person,
including tip.
I don't know if it's including tip. It just said that's what they reported as average.
I would say that's a pretty good number for 2012.
Could you imagine?
What do you think the inflation rate is?
Oh my gosh, I don't even want to. I was thinking about that and I was like, yeah, I don't want to.
I'm gonna look it up. All right, we'll be right back. All right, and we're back. And in 2012, if you spent $126 on a date, it's equivalent to $171 in today, 2024.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Well,
not too bad. But approximately 220,000 proposals are made on Valentine's Day.
Really?
So that's 10% of the how many people get engaged to in a year. 10% of it is just on Valentine's Day.
I mean, I get it. Valentine's Day, but it's also like it always scares me for people proposing on a holiday. Because it could
ruin your holiday.
I hope it goes really well. Like,
yeah,
I hope it does.
I do. But you always have that little handful that doesn't. So
yeah,
it's a little
if you
scary.
do it on like an inconspicuous holiday, like
or just a random day.
Yeah, like donut day.
I remember. Before we got engaged, I was like, do not do it on Christmas or New Year's or around the holidays. Please do not do that.
I know.
And you didn't.
I did it September 26th.
You're just a badass. So, 15% of women apparently send flowers to themselves.
That's a surprisingly high number.
I know. 15% of women who obviously had to have done the survey, but yeah, they send flowers to themselves.
That's like a high number.
Dude,
like realistically, I would say 5% is a high number. 15% is a little wild.
Yeah.
But why? What the psychology behind that has to be interesting.
Guessing either Valentines Day has become a really big thing.
Yes, it has. Do you think that has to do with the people sending flowers to themselves?
It could be a part of it. Self-love. I don't know.
I mean, that's fine.
I could get it. I also
you can
think
send flowers to yourself any day of the week. Why does it have to be on Valentine's Day?
I could get it if you're like, maybe if you're in an, I would say, office life, or like where you're surrounded by people who are married or in relationships and they all get flowers and you don't get them either. I could see how you're like, I kind of want flowers too, but
I still don't see it.
Also, you can buy yourself flowers any day. Any day.
Honestly, in my eyes, the best way I treat myself is with a gas station donut.
Stop.
Seriously, I'm not.
Flowers are super pretty.
Let me tell you guys. For all my Idaho listeners right now, Maverick, raspberry, what is it? Raspberry. What the fuck is it? Raspberry fritter from Maverick. Let me tell you.
Your fritters. Your fritters.
So good. Let me tell you. So if you're at Maverick and you have a raspberry fritter, I'm not sponsored, by the way.
I'm not sponsored.
It's so good. If you think about that Maverick donut, it is good.
Oh my gosh! Speaking of sponsored, I think I didn't even tell you. I was looking at Truly, because we had Trulies a lot when we were recording. I had emailed, or like I had like put in a thing because it didn't have like a we were looking at places we had talked about and mailing our business cards to them so that they could check it out. Just, try to get more, like, viewings and people exposure. Yeah. Viewings. Jesus, Marie Casket. Anyways. And it only had, like, an email thing, and I was like, yeah, like, we just recently started a podcast, and I pretty much always have a Truly in hand, and they were just like, awesome. That was it.
That's what they said?
Yeah, they were like, awesome. Love to see it. Like, that was it.
That's what they responded with?
Yeah, I could look at the email, but I was like, oh, they were pretty much like thumbs up.
Looks like we're going with White Claw.
But it was funny.
Or High Noons.
It was funny, but yeah, somebody had like, or High Noons. Yeah, those have been good. I really enjoy those, but Miguel's not into them. He likes the White Claws more, so. But anyway, speaking of sponsorship,
that's actually really funny. They were just like,
I totally forgot.
Big old thumbs up. What's up?
Yeah, they might as well have just said, truly liked your email or something. Like that.
Truly reacted to your email. That's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. But, anyways, speaking of Valentine's Day, how I got into this rabbit hole was about, I started off with, it became from, Valentine's Day was inherited from practices of pagan Roman festivals.
Pagans?
Dude, I know.
We've touched on pagans like 4 times.
They have a lot of history. The 15th century Christianity and the Middle Ages. I really didn't get into a lot of Christianity or Middle Ages, which is like St. Valentine, all that fun stuff. But
that's who I'm thinking of.
Yeah. The earliest Valentine's Day is ancient Roman fertility festival.
What?
This is also a little PG-13. I would say even rated R. So if you don't want to listen to it, you might want
rated R.
This may not be your episode, but
rated R, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not even ready for rated R.
You better be, because I know I was trying not to do something too spooky. We've been on a little spooky train, so I was trying to change it.
I like the spookiness.
I know.
But rated R spookiness? I don't know about that.
Yeah, this is Roman. There's Greek mythology, Roman mythology. We're going into that Roman mythology. There's this. Oh my gosh. 1 second. Let me double check on how to say this because I don't want to say it incorrectly. Okay, I got my word. So, this is an ancient Roman fertility festival called Lupercalia.
Oh.
So I just wanted to make sure I said it right, because it's a fancy word.
It is pretty fancy.
Lupercalia, it sounds really fancy, really, I would say flowy, flowery. It's not. It's very bloody, violent, and sexually charged celebration.
This is a Roman?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
It's with animal sacrifice, of course.
Sexually charged?
Yeah, from animal sacrifice. Goats and dogs. We're going to talk about that.
Oh, goat fucking, huh?
Yeah, so, we're not going to... No, not quite. Okay. And random matchmaking. So, yeah.
Tender,
It hopes to ward off evil and spirits and infertility. So, it's supposed to help bring some fertility, bring some new people to the area. Ew.
Wait, you said matchmaking.
Yes. We're going to get to that. It's a fertility thing, of course. Matchmaking. They're not just saying you gotta make babies. They'd like to match you up, too. So, King Emulus ordered Romulus and Remus, twin nephews. So, this was his twin nephews.
Okay.
So, the king's nephews, they were twins. We're actually going to find out later that they are the founders of Rome. So that's kind of cool.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
The twins are. But they were told that they were babies, by the way. He ordered them to be thrown into a river to die.
The two twins?
Yeah, just babies. Just toss them in. Let them die.
Turn into mermaids?
No. But a servant took pity on them and was like, how do I just kill babies?
I mean, I
like
understand.
every rightful person. And put them in a basket and let them float down the river. Well, the river god, Tibnerius, made the basket stuck in a tree. A big tree, if you were curious.
A fig tree? I was very curious about the tree.
The river god was like, you know what? Let me just plant this right here between these branches sticking out of the tree so it's stuck. And then a she-wolf came. This is like...
Shakira. Shakira came.
Shakira. Yeah. She came and she cared for them. She took them back to the den. She helped raise them. She helped them become...
Wasn't there somebody in our... I wanted to say our world. Isn't there somebody that was raised by wolves?
I think so. I think there's like...
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I want to say it was Jeannie, but that's not right.
Genie?
Jeannie. No, she's the one that got her husband to kill, or her boyfriend to kill her parents.
Oh,
there was
what's her
somebody...
name? That's that girl. What is her name?
Jeannie.
Is it Jeannie?
I'm like 80...
It's the gal who her mom made her sick and all that stuff.
I'm like 60% sure it was Jeannie.
Jeannie? I think it is Jeannie.
Okay,
yeah,
anyways. But there was another girl that was raised by animals.
I mean, there's a scary story about how there was these two girls raised by a ghost. And then it haunted
raised
their house.
by a ghost?
Yeah. Have you not seen Mama?
We're done talking about this.
Okay,
I don't want to know about this.
My bad.
No fucking way.
Dude,
no.
I told you about this.
We're past it. I don't want to hear about this.
We watched it in theaters. And then we stayed in a hotel.
You're giving me memories of this Mama.
Do you remember the movie?
I remember seeing it.
I didn't make you watch it, just so you know.
No,
just everybody knows I didn't make you watch it. Yeah. Mama.
I don't.
It would point to the corner and be Mama.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
no,
anyways,
we're past this.
No. I just gotta tell you a quick story.
Oh my god!
Literally?
Oh my god!
No, it's funny. It's funny. Well, not funny, but my sister and I, and my stepmom and my dad.
This is too personal to me.
We were all out there. Jackie, if you're listening, I don't know if you remember this, but it was like, I don't even know what we were doing. We were just staying at a hotel. We were like having a night out, and we all, like, there was like 2 king beds. My mom or my stepmom and my dad stayed in one, and then Jackie and myself was sleeping in another bed. And Jackie fell asleep, and our stepmom was like, Mama, like whispering in her ear while she was sleeping. And I was like, that's messed up. I kept up. I was like, that's messed up, dude. Like, that's freaking weird. And I just remember because we had just came from that movie. It's like a core memory. Anyways.
That is bonkers.
Yeah, so apparently the she-wolf just like helped out with these twins and just raised them.
I would hope Shakira.
Honestly, I would. Shakira. Spot on. I can't tell the difference. The den was at the base of Palatine Hill, which is right where Rome kind of starts. So there's like this hill and then Rome starts. So after killing so they ended up getting raised. They were taken in by a farmer and his wife. I don't even know. I guess at one point the she-wolf just stopped raising them and they got adopted. I don't even. It was weird. I was like,
I can't afford these motherfuckers anymore. Here.
I gotta be a wolf. I gotta howl at the moon. I can't do this anymore.
There's no wolf economy.
They found out that it says that they learned their father's ways, which I don't know if that just means like farming or like biological. I don't know, but apparently, I forgot to say, they got thrown into the river because Mama didn't do celibacy. That's why they were tried to kill. I don't remember.
Oh wait, okay, so
that's why
the
they were
mom was fucking around.
Yeah.
And the king was like, "No, you got to get rid of your twins."
No, yeah,
because
he
you're
was
a hoe.
pretty much like, I don't know what happened to the mom. I don't know if she died in childbirth or what, but he was like, it's a bastard, so you need to get rid of him.
Oh, she doesn't know the dad.
I don't know if no, the bastard just means that they were born out of wedlock. They were born out of.
I thought a bastard child was you don't know who the dad is.
No, bastard means that you have baby daddy, but you aren't married to him.
Ah.
So
I did not know that's what bastard meant.
Mm-hmm.
What a terrible word.
I'm like 90% sure. It's just because they aren't married.
You are a bastard child.
A bastard child. Because that
makes sense. I feel like that makes sense.
Yeah, so
not that it makes sense, but like I feel like I've heard that before.
So they ended up finding out that the uncle was went to have them killed. Because of this.
Classic uncle.
They killed him. So
wait, the twins killed the uncle?
Yeah. And after they killed the uncle, they went back to oh my gosh. I don't want to say leprosy. Lypris, the goddess of fertility, because that was the she-wolf. Lypris.
Lupris?
Lupris.
Let me see.
Lupris. I'm forgetting the P. Lupris.
Lupercus.
Lupercus. See, that's why I want to say leprosy.
I guess, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, my bad. The goddess of fertilities, they went back to her den. And I don't know, they just hung out with her. They just were like, look at what happened, I did this, blah blah blah. Either way, time has passed.
Time's passed.
That was their story, it's done.
They're grown. Time goes on, word spreads, all that fun stuff. No problem.
This becomes a thing where the February 15th, they're celebrating, they gotta celebrate because Rome, they created Rome.
What's up,
they got this town. So
Rome, my home.
They were like, this was their home, so let's celebrate here. So they would have little congregations, little rituals, little meetings there, right at the base of the cave. And this is where male goats, 1 to 2 usually, and a dog would be sacrificed.
Male goats and a dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It didn't specify if it had to be a male or female dog, but it's just a dog. And naked people would be covered in blood. These were the priests. So
wait, so they would cut the goats and the dogs and then cover their body in blood?
In blood. And then they would clean the blood off with milk. Soaked wool.
Like goat milk?
I guess. It didn't say what kind of milk, but I was like, okay. Yeah. Your guess is as good as mine. So yeah, okay, they would they would get drenched in this blood, and then they would get I'm guessing goat milk, because I don't know if they got cow's milk, but they would then have this wool that they had, and they would get cleaned off. They would get cleaned off with milk salt.
And this was for fertility?
This was a festival. This was like a celebration for fertility, yes.
So was everybody just fucking around this time?
Just wait for it. This is just the men, okay? So these are the priests.
So the men would get all bloody.
Men would get bloodied up.
It was just men.
The priests would do the bloodied up.
The male priests would just do that.
Yeah, well, like, they would, like, soak you. So they'd be like, okay, here's the man.
Did they also go to Epstein's Island?
Because they were like, yeah, the male priests would soak you, like, get you in blood, and then will clean you. I don't know if it was just, like, a purification thing, like, drench and then clean. I don't know. But then, they would laugh while they did it.
They definitely were at Epstein's Island.
I don't know what they're doing. But it was specified that they laughed. And it was like a joyful thing.
It's probably because all the kids were naked.
Well,
that's where Roman Catholicism was formed.
After this, they got a feast. They get tired. They're hungry. You know.
You got to feed their imagination as well as their bodies, right?
They would run around. So the people who just got drenched and then cleaned, they would run around naked or practically naked. So, however, the men, okay? And then they would take strips of the goat hide and strips of the dog hide and whip the women.
Of the one that just died?
Yeah.
So somebody would have like a...
So yeah, they would like take
764
like they would get like
edition versus a 767 edition?
What do you mean?
Like...
No,
this is last year's whip.
No,
boom, boom, boom.
No, it's only current year's whip. There's enough to make plenty of whips out of that. One goat, couple goats. Like long strips.
Dude, I'm so confused.
What do you mean?
Why would they whip?
I don't know why they
Dude,
whip
I
them.
wish I could go back in time and just see.
They would just whip the women. Over time, it became like the men had to be dressed while they whipped the women. But
as long as we became civilized, I think it's okay.
But yeah, so they would get whipped with the skin of the hide.
That's so fucking odd.
Yeah, it's gross. Also, women's names would be put into baskets, like into jars, and then men would just get to pick one and be like, "Oh, this is my woman for the day. I get to have her." And then they would most of the time keep her until the next festival. Like, they would just like stay together till the next festival. Some of them got married. They were like, "This is my love." But I mean, if you didn't really have a choice either.
So I'm pretty sure Roman sexuality was pretty, I would say, exuberant, if I remember right. Or was it Greek?
It's Greek.
That's who I was thinking of. It was Greek.
Yeah. No, it was men and women because fertility, so they were trying to get babies. So, yeah.
Rome wasn't built in one day, I guess.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so, I feel bad for... Yeah, those women, literally their name would get put in the jar. And men would just be like, you know what? Let's find one. I want one. They just grab
Put me in a raffle. I want one.
So that's crazy. And then they would have... Yeah, they could either have them until next festival. Some of them got married. Some of them didn't. It's just crazy. So this was on February 15th, which I guess the 14th and 15th is always been kind of like a couple's time, where throughout history the middle of the month is kind of like a time for couples to either meet or...
In February?
Yeah. No, like in general. Like 14th, 15th of anywhere. It's just kind of common.
Interesting.
But, yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, that was... I found that and I was just kind of like, I'm sorry, what?
So that's kind of where it started?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely more history with St. Valentine, things like that.
I want to know more about who St. Valentine was.
I know. I mean, we can look at who St. Valentine was, but the biggest thing is it's the history is around the middle of the month is when couples either meet or they have their anniversary, or that's like when that like that middle of the month is the most important to couples. And then I think the date comes a lot to this of like that's when it was, so that's why we celebrate around that time. But it's crazy.
That is definitely did not expect any of that. That's awesome.
I don't know why that's great, you know. I thought when I saw that they whipped each other with the skin of a dead animal, I was like,
kind of wild.
That's great. That's awesome. So glad that happened.
How kinky.
Yeesh. Yeah, that's gross.
I don't have anything else to add to that. That's just that was good. I liked it.
I just hope you have a good chill Valentine's.
Yeah, don't go around whipping people with goat or dog hide.
I would highly suggest keeping your clothes on in public for sure.
Yeah, just in public though.
I'm not gonna tell you what you do in your personal time.
Behind closed doors, nothing happens.
Yeah, but if you're on public, I wouldn't pull a woman's name out of a jar and be like, you know what, you're gonna be fertile for me this year.
You're mine.
Yeah, that was also. Oh, that's great. That's great.
Depends on the community you're in, though.
I even saw a couple places when I was reading that they put their names on the flesh of the animal, and I was like, that's too much for me.
That's pretty wild. I feel bad for the animal.
Well, no, the animal's already dead.
Oh.
They would
Margaret was here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about all that, but yeah.
All right, well.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys in the next one.
Yeah.
All right.